I don't even want to, you know, I'm not the type of nigga to really like, I don't know, like this album. Uh, Look, I just cried. I just cried in a way I haven't probably cried probably ever in my life. And I just before I even say what I'm gonna say, what I wanted to share with the world, if possible, is this isn't about being a Kendrick Lamar fan. This isn't about. Um, this is not about uh, trying to get attention or a clout or I don't even care if only 5 people watch this video. Honestly, if it can help those 5 people, I feel like I did a great job today. Um, Sharing this with people. For the first time in my life, I really see. I thought I saw why, but I really see why people share these emotional stuff. I used to look at people who do what I'm about to do. It's funny. I used to look at people who do what I'm about to do like lame, but now I see why they do it. Um, I just cried badly. Like it was like something from a movie scene. Like I'm talking I was in the bed cringing. I was grabbing my hair. I was crying listening to this song. I was listening to Mother I Sober. Um, yeah, Auntie Diaries took me out. There's a few songs on here that really took me out, man. I ain't gonna lie, especially that We Cry Together, that Father Time. But this Mother I Sober one, it was it was deep, and it made me really realize I am nothing. Like I don't even know who I am. My whole life, my whole identity, and it's crazy. I talk about this, but I didn't know I was also a part of the thing. What I talk about, everything about me is literally rooted in pain. Whether it's pain that I've caused on myself, pain people have caused me, whether I feel like I deserve it or not, pain that I do feel like I deserve, and pain that I have caused others has literally shaped my whole existence. Who I think I am, the things I think I don't like, the things I think I do like, every little part of me, my whole identity is rooted in victimhood. Is rooted in if you follow rap culture and you live this life, the black life is full of is that's what it is. It's just literally shaped in suffering and victimhood to the point where if we were to really fully heal and let go of the things that have happened to us, the things that we've internalized from other situations like slavery, shit we never went through. If we really were to do that, what do we have left? What is blackness? What is being black? What is being a black man, being a black woman in America without the sob story, without the pity party, without the victimhood? And I'm not saying that to diminish or you know, I don't even know the word, minimalize what we've been through, whether in your personal life or the stuff that we've internalized from our mothers and our fathers and watching these documentaries and reading these books. Um, you know, just simply what do we what identity do we have if we're not suffering? And I'm pretty sure other people could watch this video that are not black that could feel the same way based on their own life. So don't feel bad if you're not black and you're here. I don't know what brought you here, but maybe it's the title, Mother I Sober. Um, you went to go look for the song. You've probably been hearing other people say the same thing. Like, how long? I'm for me. Just let you know, I'm 28 years old. Um, I mean, I still obviously have a lot of growing to do, clearly. But then I asked myself, like, even after crying like that and letting it go, and I have a prayer mat in my room and things like that. How do I take off at least 25 years, let's say 22 years, 23 years, 22, 20, 21, 20 something years of this in a fast enough time to be a productive member of society? You see what I'm saying? And this is where the cycle continues and continues, and this is why the cycle continues because nobody ever gets the time because we're adults and take as much therapy as you want, pray as much as you want, uh, get married, and at the end of the day, life is still rolling. Life is still rolling. Life is still rolling. So I'm just sitting there like in panic mode, almost like, okay, cool. You now know what the problem is. You now even know some ways to fix it, but will I be allotted the time? You know, what I, then I now even just saying that, I think when I hear the word time, I think of people that are in jail, who may have all the time, but do they have the resources? Do they have the therapists in there that they could talk to? Do they have access to certain things? They do. They definitely have the time, obviously. Um, but even still, like it's a controlled time. You might want to spend 2 hours with the therapist, but you got to go back to the dorm, and then they send you to the chow hall to go eat, and then they send you over here. So it's just like none of us really, even the prisoners, don't really even. And then okay, think about somebody doing 20 years in life. Okay, so you heal. What you gonna do with it? I mean, I'm glad you did. When you think about it, I'm glad you did. I'm pretty sure everybody glad you did. But what you really gonna do with it? You know. Um, then I think about things like this whole the young thugs and situation and shit, like a rich man with all this stuff going on. You know, where's the identity? Where's our identity as a black people? We now know the truth. If we didn't know before, we now know the truth. The access is there. I mean, even rappers rapping about, you hear it in Kendrick Lamar's music. This whole album is a healing album. Is when you really listen to the words and you pay attention to what he's saying. I'm talking every single word too. It's a healing album. It's an album of healing. It's beyond hip hop. It's hill hop. Like it's literally an album of therapy. It's literally like a real. It makes you really have to sit there and deal with yourself. I think the last song on the album is called Mirror. Yeah, the last name of the song on the album is called Mirror. It makes you have to really sit here and think about yourself and it's just devastating. When you think about it. And I talked about this on one of my episodes about how a lot of people don't even know who they are. And I was talking about on one of my episodes about black people, specifically black men who don't know themselves because we live our lives to impress other black people, but mainly women. So whatever the women at the time, different time zones, different ages, whatever, think is cool, we'll jump head first into that lifestyle and not even realize that you're not really a thug. Like you a nigga that wanted some love. Like at the end of the day, everything comes back to love and attention. Um, then I talked about this crazy journey, man, how this shit worked, and then boom, today this happens. Then I talked about on another episode I did recently about how um, the dad. No, actually, this came today from this song, "The Father Time," about how a lot of us are easier to dehumanize the black man and shoot him and mean mug him and treat him like shit because the first black man a lot of us knew was shit. And we've been told from the youngest that the black man, our father, daddy issues. I know I'm a little all over the place, but essentially, I guess the ultimate point of what I know I'm a little all over the place, but I'm trying to say is a lot of our identity, a lot of our things that we do that are very destructive when you think about it. They're very shallow. They're very ignorant. They just keep you complacent and stagnate you in life. These things come from a culture that has literally been rooted in covering up insecurities. I tell somebody one time, I say, he said the street nigga is the alpha male in the black community. I said the street nigga is the most insecure nigga out of the black community. You want to see who the alpha male is? Fuck an alpha male. Fuck all that alpha male beta male shit. First of all, but if you want to go there, the alpha male is the one who doesn't feel the need to go do all this stuff, and it goes back to the Django. But remember in the movie Django when he said, "I want to let you pick your own clothes," and Django went and put on the brightest outfit he could put on. So why did he do that? That was a defense mechanism for one, because He's about to be riding on horses as a black man in the dirty South. Back in those days, some people will probably shoot you first. But if they see that out, it's not the horse that's gonna save you. It's that outfit. They're like, no, 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 ain't no slave dressed like that. Ain't no slave. Then it also was uh, to cover up. Like I ain't like the rest of these niggas. Look at me. Remember the black girl? She said, "You chose to dress like that." You know what I'm saying? And that's how we are. We're all like literally Django's into that sense. You know, we should be more like Django, but we all are like Django in that sense of trying to cover up. And so I say, no, we're actually the most insecure. Black people have deeply rooted insecurities, and a lot of them we could blame on the white man and all that other stuff, but a lot of this shit we're doing to ourselves at this point. You know, and that is the wiring, that is the program, that is the training. That's why they're knocking out all the project. The project is over. They've done their testing. They turned us into lab rats and guinea pigs. They've seen the long-term results. Now you go out and you run out and do it yourself. They don't need a project no more. The project is done. They put piled up all of us together. The project is done. Everything is done. They've done it. Now your woman is the new Klansman. Your woman is your new enemy, is your new sees you as competition. You're beefing with the woman. You can't even focus on getting to that white man or getting to that system because you right here you have so much strife going on. It's a game of chess. At the end of the day, the queen is one of the most powerful players, but the king is still the objective, and that's what they've been trying to get to this whole time. The devil, he been knowing that since the Garden of Eden. That's why he went through the woman first. Why do you think he didn't go to Adam first? Adam had the authority. Why he didn't go to Adam? You can't get me without taking her first. You can't. I'm not going for that shit. You know, I'm not, that's why you ever notice that a lot of feminine gay guys or trans women, they're really cool with their mom, but the dad is sometimes not around. You're not going to feminize my son with me standing right here. You know, um, you take me out of the picture. The woman is now more busy than she's supposed to be because she has to cover for what I was supposed to be there to do. That allows kids to explore. What are they going to explore in a house full of heels and lipstick? Raised by women. Shit's the only manners from the nigga. No, you damn right you going you know what I'm saying? And then you have the same, then they grow up after all of that. She go hang out with him. She yas him. She's tell me don't call him the F word. Don't do that. And then she turn around and use his sexuality as an insult to me when she doesn't like me, or if I don't find her attractive, or if I don't want to deal with her, if I don't want to suffer with you. We sit up in the suffering. We tell the black man and the black woman, we tell them, oh, if you ain't seen 3 bodies and went to 40 funerals and lived in the projects, you ain't black. And we've now associated blackness with nothing but destruction. What is the identity of the black man? What is the identity of the black man? And the black man is a leader no matter what. Black women say they're not leading, they're not following us. So why they act like a bunch of niggas now? They weren't always like that. They followed us down that path. We was calling each other nigga, 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 nigga. Now they calling each other bitch, 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 bitch. We told them all throughout the 80s and 90s, bitches ain't shit, bitches and hoes. And they weren't even bitches and hoes like that back then. Now look, they all bitches and hoes. Well, they followed us. Now look at the girls. They holding up money in the picture. They holding up guns. They gang banging, all of that. Yeah, why? Where you think that come from? They followed you. They followed me. They followed us. Now we have to turn around and follow them because, see, the system got you so fucked up. You got left behind. But while you was thugging and rugging, she was still going to school. Even if she was hanging out with you, she was still going to school. She was still getting something. So now she's up there. What she do? She turn around and shit on you. And I'm not coming at black women. This is just what it is. This is just the system that we have. It's fucked us up, man. We're like in the belly of the beast. And our whole identity is shit. And I told somebody yesterday, I said, man, when they finally get rid of the ghetto, where's the identity gonna be then for all these niggas? You would make fun of a black man who live in the suburbs, but you want to be rich. Where you think you're gonna end up if you rich? Your kid's gonna be just like that too. Can I read y'all something? I said, let me see. I'm not trying to get no shine in it, but I just want to read you guys something. I do rap. I do write a lot of music. Damn, this is crazy. I said all this shit, and I said all this before this moment I just had. I said, Send niggas to hell, send bitches to jail. I am wisdom of self. I didn't come here to help. They only love you when you dead or you fail. How could you prevail? My whole culture is victimhood. Got your identity in the hood. Till they fix them buildings and limit the killing. If sobriety becomes cool, then what are you dealing? Telling us jail stories when we don't respect it. You'll have nothing else to talk about when the ghetto's neglected. Making fun of suburban blacks that you want to be wealthy. Making fun of people you say act like white dudes. But if you get rich, your son will talk like a white boy too. I'm done with you niggas. Fuck all you bitches. No taking back the decision. You attack us in prison. Meanwhile, the crackers are slipping. I give you back your dimension till your habits diminish. Feel the wrath of the system talking about you built this country. Yeah, while you was getting whipped down in the country. Ever since we got full access and the membership, we've destroyed everything that we could have built. Now we all out for self, right? Dog eat dog world, who else will I bite? To think our fight is my fight. I'll be damned if that is my life's highlight. If Malcolm and Martin couldn't get you right, and y'all laugh when Kevin Samuels died, and you cheer for Nip but let him die by a crip, who am I to think I'll get you to flip? That's why I'm done with this shit. I was raised in Stone Mountain in Kennesaw. You can't tell me about being black, as I've seen shit you never saw. Have struggles you won't never understand. How can a therapist help me when he is only man? And his program has been installed for hundreds of years, and to think a few minutes will make them disappear? Who else interfered? Y'all sleeping with your enemy. Worry about someone you never met. No one in your memory. You've internalized trauma that wasn't meant for we. Trying to make people pay for what happened over a century. You are the reason it's so hard for respect for me. Allegedly, every legend leaves way before his legacy could blossom any seed. So fuck you niggas and bitches. I spew that over at this Hennessy. Cause every week we getting weak, but not these women's needs and these niggas' needs. Their mom, their dad. You know, I don't know. I was just writing some shit. That shit ain't even got no beat. I probably would never record it. But just, it's crazy. I'm trying to show you guys that I feel like there's something working in the... And this is why I wanted to share this, because I want somebody to tell me, hey, I'm going through something too, bro. I'm going through it too. Where I feel like it's like all this shit has been like leading up, and this one song was like the big cherry on top. Like you hear I was talking about some of the same stuff I'm talking about now, and it's like I needed that. I needed to hear something. I needed to vibrate to a certain frequency to get these tears out that I've been holding back. This whole week, this literally has been the concept of this whole week is, who are you for real? Who will you be when all this shit is done? You know, I had a girlfriend that helped me a lot, and we broke up or whatever, and she would still try to help me. And one day I told her, I said, because she wanted to be back with me, I told her, I don't want to be back with you, and I need you to stop trying to do things for me as well. And she was like, I said, if you want to stay in my life, you know, even though we moved on, if you want to still be my friend or whatever, you're going to have to understand that you're going to have to be more than just a helpmate, because I'm not always going to be suffering. What are you going to do when I have my own car? Then I got a car. And she was like, oh shit, she can't offer me that no more. There's nothing left. And she didn't understand the concept of once you get out of this, because you will get out of this. You're either going to get out of it by choice, which what we're trying to do right here in this video, and what you're doing in your real life. That's why God brought you to this video. Or you're going to be forced out, because I'm telling you, the powers that be are literally about to destroy. They're about to pull the carpet from under your legs, and you're going to stand there looking. I'm telling you, we're going to stand there looking stupid as hell. All this lingo, all this trying to sound dumb on purpose, all this running from your problems with these drugs, these Percocet. You don't even know what the long term is. Do you even know what a 20-year Percocet addiction would look like? What it do to your skin? What it do to your brain? Like what it do to your sexual organs? Like all these, they giving out all these hormones to these people who want to be trans. And I respect the trans. I got trans friends, but and I talk to them about this stuff. They're giving you all these hormones. They don't even know. You don't know what are you gonna do when your body needs these hormones that they're giving you, and then they pull the plug from under your feet. That might fuck you up. Not to mention, you're probably gonna look ugly as hell because you done got a titty job now. But now the beard's gonna come back in, and that voice gonna drop again, and then you're fucked. And we don't even realize that they are fucking us. They've been fucking us for centuries. This was a plan that goes beyond. People look at skin color. It's beyond skin color. Trust me. This is. They say, the Bible say the powers in high places you can't see. There's a reason why they want you fucked up. You come from a strong lineage. If you read that Bible the way it's supposed to be read, bro, that is a book of a lineage. It's a lineage book. It's literally telling you the story of your people. That's your true history. Not just slavery in America. That was a curse. That was a part of a curse. They need to keep you as trapped as possible so they can get off as much as they can. So by the time that the veil is lifted, you're fucked anyway. The men not having babies, the men out with out with other women, the everything is fucked up. The women hate you. They don't like their antenna. This is your antenna. They're your antennas. It's gone. It's destroyed. You're talking about you wear this stuff to protect your hair. Your hair needs the sun. It lives for the sun. What are you talking about? Protect it from what? You protecting it. You hurting it. Like everything is fucked up. You sexualize. The average man these days have at least 100 bodies. Do you know how many men in your lineage it would take for you to equal 100 bodies? The average woman has 40. Do you know how many women? That's literally going back to the beginning of time. Damn near. All those soul ties, all this adultery, all this fornication. I tell people all the time, man, if you really about that life, call it what it is and then tell me you want to do it. Don't say we're finna go air the block out. Say we're going to go to a neighborhood, a residential area, and we're going to shoot aimlessly into a crowd of people because we don't like 6 of the people that's in that crowd. And at this moment, our anger is controlling us and our emotions are controlling us, which is not masculine. And we're going to go over there and we're going to potentially hurt everyone except for the niggas that we actually want to hurt. And why do we want to hurt them niggas, by the way? Call it that. Don't call it airing the block out. Y'all got to excuse me. I know I look a little rough. You can't. Don't call it air the block out. Don't call it that. Call it what it is, and then tell me you want to go do it. Don't say you finna go trap. No, call it what it is. You're gonna go sell poison to your people so you can make some money. I don't want to hear all that struggle story shit. All that. Nah, man, I had it hard growing up. We ain't had no food. Food stamps, nigga. Like, what do you? No. You about to go poison your community for money. Don't call it, we free band, we scammed out. No, nigga, you're about to literally steal money from innocent people who've done nothing wrong to you. So you can go on a plane, get a hotel room, get some Mason Margielas, get $600 worth of food for 4 people. I've been there. How do you think I know about all this? Bruh, that's what you're doing. Call it what it is. Call it what it is. Don't, that's what I'm saying. That's why our whole identity has to be shut down because we've been literally trying to we're trying to take a bowl and Christmas wrap. There's some Christmas wrap behind the shelf. I'm in the garage. We're trying to take a bowl and some Christmas wrap and cover it, trash with it and say, here, it's a gift. And it's like, no, bitch, this is garbage. Our whole existence is garbage. When you see the way the young black men dress these days, that shit is trash. We had our own stuff, but we wanted Versace. We want the white man's name. You banging Hoover Crip. What do you think Hoover is? What do you think Pyru is? These are people. These are white men. So you don't have to be a slave to be a slave. You was better off as a slave at that point. We was better off. I mean, if that's the case. If we was going to just be too blind to it, at least the slaves had their eyes open. They knew what was going on. You got this guy, Crip Mac, has Hoover tatted on his forehead. You have a white man's name tatted on your forehead. And then you done turn a white man's name to a black man's name and put killer under it. This is how lost that we are. That's how lost we are. You got Pyru killer tatted on your wall. You spray painted on your wall. You tagged the wall. You put Pyru killer on your wall. Pyru is a white man. I believe it's either a white man or indigenous man. It ain't no black man. He not you. And then you put the Pyru on the black man, and then you nigger killer. Call it what it is. Listen to all your favorite rap songs. Stop saying nigger. Say nigger. I'm gonna shoot me a nigger. Stop saying bitch. Fuck these black women. Stop saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Say black women ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Now do you like it? Because when you write these songs, you ain't think about no white girl. Don't lie. That's not who crossed your mind. It's a black woman that you think about. When you say shoot these niggas, yeah, you might think you would shoot a white boy, but let's keep it real. We give white boys passes and go run up on black men's asses. Do that shit for master. Come on. You don't even own your masters. They want to kill each other. That's a nigger killer. You was a Klansman. Our whole identity is bullshit. It's bullshit. You ain't no hoe. You are trying to cover up from all them times you was molested. So, and sex is everywhere. Sex is on the billboards. It's on the TV shows. It's in the music. So you trying to cover up the sex with the the molester. You want to? I know it because I talked to a killer. I ain't gonna say too much, but the killer tell me himself he killed multiple people, so that way he don't have to think about that one time. Because when you do things one time, you have to it's stuck in your brain. Do you remember every time you smoke weed? No, but if you would have smoked weed one time, you would never forget that one time you smoked weed. I did Xans one time, and I remember that one weekend because I crashed my car. I got a warrant for my arrest. I fucked my life up for 3 years off of a Xan, and I hated Xans. Xans stole my friend Jordan. I bet Jordan would still be here right now if Xans never came into his life. Jordan was a good kid. And that fentanyl shit these people keep putting in these drugs killed my friend Jordan. At the end of the day, our whole existence is fucked up. Our whole existence is fucked up, man. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, what have we done? Ugh. I'm not gonna cry on this video. I'm not gonna be that nigga. I'm not gonna be that nigga. But our whole existence is fucked up, bro. Our whole way of thinking, our whole everything that we do, all the shit that we do, the way we talk to each other, the words that we use to describe each other, everything is fucked up, bro. You covering that shit up. I'm telling you, it's time to let that shit go, man. I know it's hard. And tomorrow we'll probably most of us be back on the same bullshit. But at least you'll know better now. You won't be able to just sit there and try to be blissful in your ignorance, choosing the ignorance, because you see the knowledge, you see the Kendrick Lamar album, you see this book, you see this video, you didn't want to click on it, but you hear now. You know? I hate this, bro. I hate this shit, bro. I'm telling you, on my mama, I hate this shit, bro. I hate it so bad. I don't want to be no nigga on no video crying, bro. I never thought I'd be no nigga on no video sitting up here crying, bro. I never thought I'd be that nigga, but I have to put this out there, bro. I have to. It's literally in my soul. I have to spread this message. It's like I know something. And I'm not, I swear to God on my mama, bro, I am not a crier, bro. I'm not a big crybaby. Like, I'm not the type of nigga that cries. Like, I can count how many times in my life that I've cried. Even when my friends have died, I didn't even cry. This is my second time crying today, bro. Like, this is wild. I have to thank Kendrick for putting that out there, for being vulnerable with the world like that, because it helped heal me. It's going to help heal plenty more people. Oh, shit. It's gonna help you, because it's been going on for too long. We've been hurting for too long. We've been hurting each other for too long. I'm one of the main ones. I'm guilty. I'm guilty, bro. And I damn near. Well, I have lost myself. I don't know who I mean, who am I really? Once I get past all this crying and stuff, and I just, I don't know. I go take some time to myself and I heal. I hate that word, but I'm saying it. And I go to therapy. I hate therapy, but I'm gonna go and whatever, join the church. Then who will I be then? You know, all of that shit, bro, is coming to an end. I'm telling you, the manosphere, all of it, everything is coming to an end because we have to let it go. Mental health is serious. This stuff is serious. This is not a joke. Kendrick Lamar, man, if you ever get this video, man, if you know Kendrick Lamar, tell him I said thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank God, thank God. But God creates people for a reason. We all here with talents for a reason. He wants you to, we have to thank Kendrick Lamar. I don't need to thank you. If this video helped you, that's great. Just spread it, or you spread your message. I don't care. But we have to realize, man, that this is gone on a little bit too long now.
And if it keeps going any further, we won't have anybody. We won't be nothing. This is serious. This is not a game. This is not. This is not Martin Luther King. I have a dream. That was in 1960 something, bro. It's 2022. You have too many options. The path is straight and narrow. Like this is where we got fucked up. Oh man, I'm not. I can't. My whole life, I love black people and my brown people because I feel like brown people and black people were the same people. And I love white people too and Asians. Some of my family is Asian technically because my dad stepped out and he went and got with some Asian girl and he over there with his Asian family now. On Mother's Day, my sister showed me a picture of him with his little Asian family. You know, they got a mansion. They living good. You know, and I had to let that go. I thought about that when I was crying in my bed, listening to that Mother I'm Sober song. I'm sober as shit. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Uh, I used to smoke mad weed, drink, do coke, acid. Well, I don't do acid once. I don't. I meant to say shrooms. I need some shrooms right now. That'll help me. Maybe not today. That'd be a bad idea. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, you know. But we have to stop trying to find our own way and go the right way. Our way hasn't worked. Our way was never our way. That's the thing about it. That's what you need to understand. Our way was never that was never yours. These things have been loaned to you, and I'm telling you that they're coming to collect. It's done its damage. It's done its job. They're not gonna let you hold on to it forever. They're coming to collect. Look around. Look at the buildings next to the buildings that you live in. Look at what's going on right down the street. You know, once you start seeing Starbucks in your neighborhood, but it's over with. Yeah, who the fuck drinks this shit? Well, somebody's coming over there to drink it. There's a reason. These neighborhoods that we call the hood, these neighborhoods are suburban neighborhoods. Compton is a suburb. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're proving this every day by turning these neighborhoods back to what they were originally. They let you come in. They let you damage you. You're It's permanent for some people. They're never gonna hear this video. They're never gonna listen to this song. They're never. It's too. See, they made the things that you're supposed to have lame to you. You call it gay. That's lame. That's boring. That's white boy shit. And that keeps you inclusive. Then they give you your own stuff. Here's the black tab on Netflix. Yeah, here's your channel. Here's that. I'm telling you, bro. This shit can go on. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video though, because I think it's gonna end on me, and I don't want to say something that ends on me. But I'll try to come back and tap back in with you guys, and maybe we could talk a little bit more. Kendrick Lamar, that was powerful, man. Like, see, all jokes aside, I never thought man, you couldn't have told me even just 2 weeks ago, bro. You're gonna be crying on YouTube. I'd have been like, get the fuck out of here. Talking about healing and therapy. I'd have been like, get the fuck out of here. The hell is you talking about? Me? Hell no.